Welcome everyone to Neverwinter on PC. My name is Vyerna and today I'm once again going to give you my detailed patch notes of the latest preview patch. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, and if you would like to see more information or videos about Neverwinter, hit subscribe button. Okay, another patch released on preview last night, a small patch as it was only 86 megabytes for me. For some people it was even less. This time we did get patch notes and fairly quickly, so props for that. Keep it up guys. However, the patch notes already state that it's not a full list of changes, and it isn't. So I will try to fill in some of the gaps that I can fill in. As last time, I will be doing this by going through the Pocket Wiki, but first let's go through the official patch notes. So you can see, and here's the notes, this is not an all-inclusive list of fixes, but a snapshot of the many fixes we are doing. So they already state it's not complete, and also that it may include stuff that was never broken, which is also interesting. Anyway, they say numerous fixes in dungeons and zones. Sounds good, but hard to check any of that. Reworked a number of bosses based on feedback. I guess make them have less HP or hit a little bit softer, no idea. Also very vague patch notes here. As for quests, Boundless Runic Corruption now counts and tracks Gamma correctly. I can confirm that this indeed was broken. I was doing some heroics in the new zones, and you get all of the other runic essences, I think it is, except for Gamma. I didn't check if this is actually fixed, but they say it is. I will check that later on. Then General Combat updated a number of buff icons to include tooltips and descriptions. Wait, that's okay. But there are bigger fish to fry. Critical resistance changed to critical avoidance. Thank God. I've been saying this for weeks. Make the names more consistent. Apart from critical resistance, they also changed the hit points bonus strength weird name that nobody understood, and also incoming healing bonus something on something is also more consistent, but we'll get to those later on. Then item power and set bonuses. This is a list that it's very hard to follow because we have weapon set bonuses, we have artifacts, we have I don't know what. This almost is an insignia bonus, but seems like some kind of gear that has it. And I didn't try to find everything. So they changed some things. The Dragon artifacts now say their cooldown is reduced by 50% of the missed targets. That's an interesting one, because it was 75, and it states here as now say their cooldown is reduced, but this is of course, well, it seems that's just a nerf, right? Yeah, the other stuff in here I have no... Yeah, we have some icons added, but we get that later. It seems like a lot of on the surface fixes here. Then threat bonus granted by the tank class mechanics have been slightly increased, so tanks should be capable of getting threat now more easily, which was an issue. So I have no idea if this really works, but they did work on the threat issue. Then we have a lot of class changes. I'm not going to walk through all of them, it's just too much. Then we have a bug fix in the professions, the mod 16 professions. Anyway, the arts and space at the workshop now is correct. So at rank 3 and rank 4, you only had space for 8 artisans for some reason. That broke. I have no idea why, but something broke there. And it's now fixed, which has been confirmed already. Then icons have been added. I also saw that in the game. So we have more icons now instead of placeholders. Still not everything, but yeah, and we have some costume stuff. So, let's go to the Pocket Wiki and see what else is new. I have made here a new version. This is from today. I will give it a version number and v1.3. I'll actually make this an official version. So, what did I do for this version of the Pocket Wiki, and more importantly, what's happened in this patch? So first of all, I added 2 tabs here. I added the quest line and progression table for XP. So now you know how much XP you need to get to level up to 80. It's very little and overlevels 125k. And here's the whole quest line for the under mountain quests. I did these way too often, and yeah, that's all it. And these XP bonuses are, of course, without XP. XP values are without XP bonus. Anyway, so let's go through the patch changes. In general, critical resist is now called critical avoidance. Yeah, that also was in the patch notes, which is a good thing. So it happened on the enchantments, on the runestones, on the artifacts, on the mounts. I saw it basically everywhere. Also in the companion player powers. It's consistent, and I like that. Hit point bonus strength is now called outgoing healing bonus. I also mentioned that just now. So this is also more consistent. Incoming healing bonus is also more consistently named as such. Also good. Then we get to enchantments, which were not in the patch notes. What I saw in the enchantments is that the gold bonuses on the single stat enchantment went down from 39% to 30%, and for the dual stat enchantments went down from 21 to 16%. Another nerf to gold gain. I think it was also nerfed here, right? Yeah, we went gold bonus from 56 to 39, and next patch we go from 39 to 30. What is going on, guys? 31, 21, 21, 16. We are... I don't know why, but anyway. Also, let me actually show you that as well. So, let's go back here. I need to go on a different character, because 3 has all of the stuff. So we have gold gain, gold bonus. So gold bonus is now 30% here on the single stat. It was 39, and on the dual stat it's now 16 instead of 21. No idea why. The tactical enchantment now has an incoming healing, which I suppose is the utility, but we cannot see it, but I'm pretty sure it's utility. I can actually try that also, but nah. So we also have incoming healing, so this also goes in utility now. That wasn't like that before. Let's go back here. That's the enchantments already, so just the gold nerf and utility here. Then companions, the Kuatoa had a percentage in the tooltip, which made it really crazy. Let me see, it's at the top, because I don't have it. Kuatoa, so this was 2000%, which is of course is crazy. And yeah, now it's just the percentage is gone. It's probably just a tooltip issue, but it's better now. And Kuatoa used to start at epic, and now it starts at uncommon. So in the companions, let me see, where are they? Yeah, so the Kuatoa is now here and green. Does not have a icon yet. And the Myconid is here at epic, and these seem to be swapped. So the whole thing, Myconid used to start at green at uncommon, Kuatoa at epic, and now it's the other way around. No idea why, but okay. It's not a super big deal, but it's just interesting. So that's the first two. Astral Diva at blue went from 10% to 5% chance. So that's also something I saw. So Astral Diva. He has now a 5% chance to heal companion and player 4000 health. It was 10%. It doesn't say what the trigger is anyway, so yeah. I don't think many people will be using that anyway. Then the Portal Hound went from 3000 to 4000 awareness at each quality. Portal Hound is here. So it also does damage bonus to Cabal's minions, but also some awareness when damaging enemies, which is the same at each quality. Then the Dancing Blade player power critical severity is 0. That broke. Dancing Blades. That wasn't broken before. But yeah, they changed some wording here as well. I think this was worded differently before. And with the change of wording, they also broke the power. I don't know if it's really 0% or just a tooltip. But yeah, the tooltip is at least wrong. Neverwinter Guard player power outgoing healing bonus buffed. So that's a long sentence to say. Neverwinter Guard. It used to be, I think, 1, 2, 3. Neverwinter Guard. So it used to be 1, 2, 3, 4% outgoing healing, and now it's 4, 6, 8, 10, which is very in line with the rest of the healing companions. Same for the Rebel Mercenary player power. Actually, exactly the same happened there. Apprentice Healer player power tooltip is bugged. Apprentice Healer. Let's go to that one. Apprentice Healer here. Oh yeah, we just see 1%, 2%, 3%, 4%. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, something went wrong here as well. Next up, the Grung player power damage now works of magnitude instead of weapon damage. So the Grung, which is at the top. So poison target for 40 magnitude damage every 2 seconds for 12 seconds. It used to be 40% weapon damage. And I think every second for 12 seconds. I don't know if this is a buff or a nerf. 40% weapon damage or 40 magnitude. I need to get into that whole weapon damage stuff, and I will in the future when I have more time for it. Next up, the Cleric Disciple now gives plus 0 power at common. Other qualities seem to be okay, but yeah, at common it gives 0 power. Not going to go there. Then the artifacts. This is the minor value changes based on the scaling. So the scaling made some damage values change by 1 or 2. Very, very minor. So the Heart of Dragon artifacts now state additionally in the set bonus does not stack with 75% reduction when no targets are hit. This is interesting, the 75%. Anyway, the artifacts. Let's go there. Heart of the Dragon. In the equip bonus it says reduces recharge time with 25% for any Heart of Dragon artifact, does not stack with 75 reduction when no targets are hit. And in the artifact itself it says this artifact has its cooldown reduced by 50% if no targets are hit. So the artifact conflicts with itself. That's nice. So they made 2 changes in there and they are not the same. So that's the next line. The 75% has been reduced to 50%, which is also in the official patch notes. Then we have 2 changes of set bonuses, and possibly they were in the patch notes as well. Arkutia's Music Box artifact set bonus. Now when you use a daily power, you do 15% more damage to enemies that are not facing you for 10 seconds. Seems to be a very nice set bonus actually. And Trobian's Ring artifact set bonus is now when you use a daily power you will take 5% less damage and will do 5% more damage to enemies for 10 seconds. Also seems pretty nice, especially for rangers that use daily powers quite a lot. Yeah, this is just 5% less damage and 5% more damage to enemies for 10 seconds, which is pretty nice. So that was the patch notes for what I have in the Pocket Wiki. Some other things that have changed which are not yet in the Pocket Wiki are the stat transfer formulas for companions and augments. They have changed that quite often already, and it seems to be changed once again. The fractions are still here, but yeah, the formula has changed now for a 4th patch in a row, and I will figure it out once again. I have figured it out for 3 times now. When it's stable, I will probably make a video on this once again, and at some point also put it in the Pocket Wiki so that it's known for everyone. Something else that has been changed on the last patch has already been covered by Northside in this latest video. If you haven't seen it yet, go watch it. It's very interesting. The main messages, well, he has some more messages in there, but an important one in there is that active companion damage has been nerfed significantly. Where an active companion often outdamaged the player before, now its damage is fairly insignificant actually. I do understand the need to reduce their damage compared to the player, because it's not okay if your companion outdamages you. That's just weird. And you can do that by nerfing the companion. You can also buff the players, but what they did now seems to be a little bit too much. The damage is really not there anymore. Anyway, that's the video for today. A little bit shorter than the last one, but this patch was quite a bit smaller. If you have any remarks on this video or any suggestions on what to investigate next, feel free to leave a comment below, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next video.